So we're gonna go to the winners match first. Let's load this up. In the bottom right corner of Simulacrum here in the winners match, it's the yellow Protoss, XenoDactyl, and in the top left, as the teal toss, it's FireKlaw. It's another best of 3. One of these players will win the group, while the other falls to the deciders match to fight for their life. Okay, Xeno actually opening gateway against his opponent. FireKlaw tagging the probe, getting it out of his base. And this is building placement really meant to defend against that cannon rush. Xeno is going to drop a proxy pylon behind the vision blockers, though. We know Xeno likes his proxy Stargate. I mean, time will tell if he does it around Simulacrum. Stargate drop for FireKlaw. And it's going to be a proxy robo, actually, out of XenoDactyl. FireKlaw shading forward. He will go through the vision blocker and scout this. That's absolutely huge from FireKlaw. He's gonna even move the Adept in. He'll know this is a proxy robo. Xeno shading forward to try and save this. Will he get there in time? Okay, he's gonna bring a probe along and drop a second pylon. He should be in time to save the first pylon, though. In fact, he will be. He's gonna get a kill on one of these Adepts as well. Oh, nope, he's gonna shade past them. Interesting. Nothing being produced at the robotics facility just yet. There's the Immortal started up. As I finish that sentence, FireKlaw going for an Oracle. Twilight Council finishing as well. Xeno able to save the pylon with 2 health. Feels bad, man. Okay, FireKlaw is going into Glaives. I mean, he's got to think about how to hold this robo. There's the Immortal finished up. What does FireKlaw really have to defend? Okay, he's counting on a stasis ward at the top of the ramp to hold off this army. But if that fails, I mean, there's nothing up here. There's going to be 4 Adepts against 2 Stalkers, an Immortal, and an Adept. Oh my god. The Adept's going to trigger it. And FireKlaw's in a whole lot of trouble. The shield battery energy is going to get eaten up pretty fast. Okay, FireKlaw's able to get a stalker before that one falls. He's going to be able to get out 2 more adepts, but that's it. Shield battery energy is gone. Only 2 stalkers taken out. The warp prisms here, though it can infinitely micro the units of XenoDactyl. Boys are have to be pulled for FireKlaw. Xeno not at a worker lead just yet. He can't afford to let these shield batteries regain energy. Okay. Oh, kill the shield battery! Kill the shield battery! Down it goes. But FireKlaw somehow managing to hold here. And a Phoenix comes out! He got a Phoenix out of the Stargate, so the warp gate, the warp prism can't really do anything. It better unload as well. FireKlaw did block his opponent's expansion with a proxy pylon. Xeno able to clean that up. That is going to supply block FireKlaw here a little bit. Waves have finished for FireKlaw here as well. Going to make these depths a lot more potent. But Xeno has enough on the ground. This warp prism will fall to the Phoenix. Oh, no it won't. Phoenix gets picked off. And there's not another one under production for FireKlaw here. So it's going to be able to micro the Stalkers and the Immortals against the Glaive Adepts. The shield batteries have regained quite a bit of energy, though. Xeno moving a Void Ray forward here to help his forces. It's a lift on the Stalker, just eating that Void Ray beam and absorbing all the shield battery energy. However, FireKlaw has Stalkers of his own behind this, and they will take care of the Void Ray. 3 Immortals on the ground will be enough. The first Immortal falls. So let's move forward. Still 2 Immortals on the field here for XenoDactyl, and they will push the Stalkers back. Both shield batteries out of energy. FireKlaw making a play for a Dark Shrine. Oh no. Xeno's Immortal shots derping onto the pylon instead of those high-value Stalkers. 3 Glaive Adepts going to push the Immortals back. They are out of shields and low on hull health, though. Xeno is repelled once again. FireKlaw going to move into Xeno's mineral line with an Oracle. There is a shield battery here. And unfortunately, the Oracle cannot zap these guys down. It can drop a stasis ward, though. That's exactly what it's going to do. Xeno didn't pull the workers! Xeno has 0 mineral income for quite a few seconds. He is going to get his expansion up, though, which is quite nice. Another stasis ward. Oh, no, no, no. Xeno, pull all the workers. This is devastating economic damage to Xeno. He might be ahead in probes, but definitely behind in mining. FireKlaw a little bit ahead in the army supply. Thanks, in part, to all this delayed mining. And now the DTs are hitting. Xeno can't actually detect this. He recalled the whole army, and he can't see the DT. Not like this. He's getting an observer out, but... I mean, look where it is. And now Xeno's recall is on cooldown. Okay, FireKlaw's pushing out. He's making his move. He's going to take out the robotics facility, which which means this Observer is the only one XenoDactyl has for quite some time. The DT still doing damage. 17 kills on this lone Dark Templar. Finally, the Observer comes home, but it's okay. Oh no, this DT is going to get even more kills. It should kill 3 more probes. Oh, it's going to get 5. Okay, 4. Xeno, behind in workers now. FireKlaw. With both army and probe advantage, however, Xeno is going to have an earlier second base. Xeno going into Stargate. Well, I guess double Stargate, right? Yeah. DT will be repelled, this time by Xeno. FireKlaw getting up a forge. There's the Archon, and, well, there's the Archon, probably not the best way to put that, FireKlaw transitioning into Archons. It's a little bit more of an English sentence. Xeno holding strong at his front, but still economically behind his opponent. And pretty heavily supply blocked here. He needs to drop more than just that one pylon. There it is. It's gonna drop Forge as well. But FireKlaw has a very scary army. If he moves out now, XenoDactyl just dies. And FireKlaw is getting a Warp Prism, so it looks like he might be moving out. Xeno double pumping Phoenix, which isn't really what you need against Glaive Adepts. This Stasis Mine, the only thing standing between XenoDactyl and complete destruction, as FireKlaw finally makes his move. And the Stasis Ward is rapidly expiring, actually. It should still be operational by the time FireKlaw arrives. Oh no, he's waiting to go in, so it's totally not. Or is it, though? Okay, the Stasis Mine at the front needs to trap quite a few units, but it's not going to. It's going to get blown up. This one's rapidly expiring. Oh, okay, it does trigger. It traps 2 Archons, but Xeno has a lot more defending to do. And some of his army supply is tied up into 3 Phoenix. A huge shade forward from the Adepts should be allowed to finish. And indeed it is. It's going to pull Xeno further back as the Teal army tears into Xeno's net. This is it. This is Xeno's last stand. He is supply blocked. He is besieged. He is beset. And the only thing producing is a Void Ray and a cannon. And that's a lot of adepts. The Immortal's totally surrounded, getting poked down. There's no microing to do for Xeno. It's going to force away the Warp Prism, but Archon's going to shut down the Air Force. And FireKlaw is going to take game number 1. In the top left corner on Triton in this winner's match, it's the black and gold Protoss, the Forge of Alpha X, XenoDactyl. And in the bottom right, as the teal toss, it's FireKlaw. Xeno trying a proxy robo. In the previous game, not quite dealing enough damage, and FireKlaw held and pushed out. It is going to be a Forge first this time from Xeno. FireKlaw again going for the more defensive anti-cannon rush building positioning. So Xeno forced to delve a little bit deeper into his opponent's base. FireKlaw immediately tagging the probe. Xeno has a second one on the way though. FireKlaw shutting down the first pylon. Pulling a lot of probes to deal with this one. I think he's not mining enough here. But there's a lot of distance for Xeno to cover as he pushes into the main of his opponent. He's getting this pylon on the low ground. Gonna get the cannon, and that will cover the second pylon on the high ground against any melee units. There's the cannon finishing, and these probes can no longer shut it down. Proxy gate for Xeno as well. FireKlaw pulls all the boys to kill the probe, which is probably a wise decision because Xeno's third probe is pretty far away here. Zealot is coming out and will be able to shut down this pylon behind the mineral line. Again, there is high ground vision, and this cannon is in range of the far side of the pylon, so the Zealot not going to be able to attack in there. Xeno's third probe has made his way across the map and is going to continue pushing the cannon line forward. This first cannon is defended against the Zealot, but not against the Stalker. And Xeno's third probe has been picked off. That's okay, because here come probes number 4 and 5. FireKlaw gonna have 3 Stalkers out. 5 even. Or 4 rather. Xeno is going to be forced back into the natural. And once this pylon falls, these Stalkers can gun down this cannon and continue gaining ground for FireKlaw. Xeno probably going to transition into Proxy Stargate if I know anything about his builds. FireKlaw getting a little bit supply blocked though. Can see Xeno being forced farther and farther back here. Zealot is going to buy some high ground vision, but it does get picked off. Xeno forced to sacrifice unit after unit to try and buy time. Second Stargate Or a Robo on the way as well. Nothing being produced at the Stargate. Finally, a Void Ray being chrono boosted out, but a Void Ray cannot engage 5 Stalkers with no shield batteries. Skateway is unpowered as well. Stalker's gonna bully into the cannon. And Xeno will lose the proxy. Oh no, he's gonna let the Void Ray finish. He clicked it. He's thinking about canceling. Oh, he didn't cancel the robotics facility. Oh god. Fire. I don't know what that was. That was like a Chad recall there. I don't know what that was about actually. FireKlaw flexing his Nexus energy on his opponent, I guess. Xeno trying to pump out an Immortal here, but it's not going to do anything against this many Stalkers. It's not even going to finish. FireKlaw cleaning up the final proxy building and should be moving out for the kill here. Xeno trying to remake his tech back at home, getting double Robo actually, but it's not going to be able to pump out Immortals in time to deflect this. FireKlaw is going for the throat. Already dropping a proxy pylon. And also taking a second Nexus behind this. Alright, Xeno's going to start taking fire here. Shield battery's going to try and hold the cannon, but that energy is dwindling rapidly. Shield battery's out of energy, down goes the cannon. The boys are going to be pulled in a last-ditch defense for XenoDactyl. One of the Robos goes down. The second Immortal still under production, but only halfway done, and a dozen workers fall to the Stalkers. FireKlaw going to kill the second Robo, and with it, any chances for XenoDactyl to win this game. GG, well played is called, and FireKlaw is the winner of Group F. Xeno